Failure to protect. An update tonight on our investigation into systemic failures inside the child welfare system.
13 Investigates has confirmed the caseworker in charge of a Pueblo West toddler who died while in foster care last year has now resigned. We've also learned the toddler who died left behind a brother, and he too appears to have been let down by the Pueblo County Department of Human Services and the court system. A
warning now, this story contains some graphic images. Investigative reporter Dan Beatty has tonight's special report.
I gotcha.
It's not obvious by the way he plays,
good job,
runs, and loves. But this 5-year-old little boy is the brother of 15-month-old Aiden Seeley. It may be hard to see, but he has lived through more trauma and grief than most will experience throughout a lifetime. Back in September of 2020, Aiden and his siblings lived in this Pueblo West home. Prosecutors say what happened to Aiden in that home was tantamount to torture. According to court transcripts, the 15-month-old had a missing toenail, a broken toe, and a fracture to the arm.
Wet.
2 days after being taken to a hospital, the toddler died. His cause of death has not been released, but foster mother Daisy Spinuzzi and her boyfriend Ramondo Jones have been charged in connection to Aiden's murder.
He would cry every night for his baby Aiden, and so we would.
Does he still talk about Aiden?
He talks about Aiden every night. He loves his brother.
Rachel Abeda is the great aunt. She's been looking out for Aiden's brother's well-being for more than half a year.
I think him witnessing what happened to his brother, him being there and watching his brother get beaten and murdered, severely damaged and just made everything worse for him.
3 days after Aiden's death, District Court Judge William Alexander ordered Aiden's siblings back to the care of their parents, Brett Seeley and Zalissa Abeda, the same parents who lost custody of their children less than 3 months prior. In 2019, Zalissa and Brett were both charged with child abuse. They would both plead guilty the following year. According to a Pueblo County Department of Human Services report, they received a call saying that the mother was abusive, grabbing and choking the kids when she was angry. Then in May of 2020, police alerted social services that officers were called to a Dollar General in Pueblo, where she allegedly threw her son to the floor. She's currently facing a child abuse charge related to this incident. 2 months later, Judge William Alexander placed the children in the care of Pueblo County DHS after one of the children got a hold of scissors and injured a sibling.
It's hot, so you gotta be careful.
Rachel can't understand how the kids could be sent back to live with the very same people who admitted to abusing them.
Which is what I think is completely ridiculous. You take kids away from the home for a reason. You don't give them back because there was a death. Yes, Aiden died, but he died in foster care. But did you fix the problem with the parents?
Judge Alexander ordered the children back to the parents with professional support, which included DHS visits and supervision. But just 1 day after regaining custody of the children, court records show the mother tested positive for amphetamines and cannabis. 2 months later, court records show DHS got a tip claiming Abeda underfed her children, slapped them, and regularly smoked pot in front of them. When describing how the children were fed, the complaint to DHS says, quote, "The children fight over it because it is usually a small amount." Then in December of 2020, Aiden's older brother was severely injured. A Pueblo County DHS report shows the father called their caseworker, accusing the mother of bathing her son in water hot enough to leave the 5-year-old with second-degree burns. The little boy was flown by helicopter to the Children's Hospital burn unit in Denver.
He was burned, he was scalded with hot water, and he had some pretty serious burns on his feet and his bottom and one hand.
He spent 4 days in the intensive care unit. Pueblo County DHS then asked Rachel to take the boy home and care for him for the foreseeable future. Rachel agreed, but she grew concerned after she says the agency never vetted her or her home to ensure it would be a safe place for a child.
You just had these kids in a house where you did a background check, supposedly. You ran all this. They were a known foster home for the system. I was not. I'm an aunt. I'm a nurse, but that's all you know about me.
The Pueblo County Department of Human Services declined to comment on the boy's case. However, Pueblo County Commission Chair Garrison Ortiz provided 13 Investigates a statement specifically regarding the children being sent back to their parents after Aiden's death. While we are prevented by law from stating specifically what position we took on a court case involving a minor child, the policies and practices of Pueblo County DHS would recommend against placement in homes where the parents significantly abuse drugs in all but extraordinary circumstances. Rachel has taken care of her great-nephew since January. She wants to share her story, hoping it leads to change and accountability in a broken system failing to protect children.
You signed up to protect these kids, the most vulnerable children that we have in our society. You didn't take care of the people you are being paid to take care of.
Pueblo County's District Attorney, Jeff Chostner, tells 13 Investigates his office is reviewing evidence connected to Aiden's brother's second-degree burns. Rachel Abeyta is still fighting in court for full custody. For 13 Investigates, I'm Dan Beatty.